Hi guys, and welcome to episode number 4 of Mason Creations Yarns podcast. Excuse the washer, doing laundry. I had a couple things I wanted to share with you that are coming to the shop soon, and then I have a project that I'm working on. I have spinning in progress, but I'm not showing it, and I have sewing in progress. I'm not showing it. But just a quick update on what's going to be coming to the shop, and I wanted to check in because I haven't recorded for a while, so I wanted to let y'all know I'm still here and my hair's being funky. And so there hasn't been a whole lot going on. I've just been super busy. I've been, had the There's Room for Everyone campaign that I did. Thank you for everybody that purchased the yarn for that. That was amazing. And then I made some new progress keepers out of clay. And my husband says they're late because they're bunnies, but it's springtime. You can never have too many bunnies. See, there's that one. I made pink ones, and then I did the chibi bunny heads. The kawaii faces didn't come out very well. And then this isn't focusing. There we go. And there's that one. And I have little purple chocolatey bunnies. And then they don't have their jump rings. Sorry, they haven't been fully reassembled yet. And then I have a pink bunny head. I haven't decided if I'm going to put these in the shop by themselves, because these ones usually go out as complimentary gift stitch markers or progress keepers with the yarn purchases. So, only because they're kind of beyond date. But these are going to be progress keepers. And these are fun turtles. Oh God, you can't really, there we go. You can see the glitter in them a little bit. Let's see if you can see it better this way. Yeah, not really. And then I've got these. I'm going to make stitch marker sets out of. They're little bears, glitter in them, little glittery bears. And that's what they'll be labeled under, is glitter bears. And then for myself, because I'm a huge, Hello Kitty fan, I made myself a big old glittery Hello Kitty that I'm going to make into a keychain. That looked fun. And then I domed a couple things that I'm going to turn into sets of stitch markers. These are just micro beads in resin. This one is anyways with some glitter, so it's glittery micro bead. There's no real design to it. I still have to sand the edges off, but I figured I'd show that. That was fun. They were fun to make. And then I have these ones that are more springy, got their little flowers in there. Now I'll have one set of these in the shop and one set of these as well in the shop. Along with, I do have other colorways that are in the works. I haven't quite gotten them dyed up yet because I haven't quite surmised in my head exactly how the colors are going to go. But, this is sorbet. This is new color that hasn't been released yet, but is coming soon. I have it on Sparkle, which is my 75-25, which is 70% merino nylon, 70% merino, 20% nylon, and 5% Lurex, which is the sparkly stuff in there. And then I have it on my Workhorse, which is just 75-25, and then I will have it on my Soft Sock, which is the 85-15. And then on my 85-15, I have these that are in the shop right now. This is purpley, only because it's just a tonal purple. It's a nice tonal purple. Kind of goes from light to dark and barely theirs, and it's just a little bit of everything, so, which I thought was nice. I like to have a little bit of the semi-solid or solid or tonal variety along, because they do a lot of variegated, so I figured, you know, some people might like that. But this is releasing into the shop. This is Springberry on my 8515, and that will be in the shop. I'm thinking I might do it on Lurex and Workhorse, or on Bling Sock and Workhorse. I'm not sure, but this is Springberry, and that will be releasing into the shop with the new update, because this was one of the club colors nobody wanted, and I have figured that once, if I put it in as a club color, I'll leave it in there, and if anybody actually gets them, then they'll be the first ones to get them, and if nobody buys them at all, then I can release it into the shop. I've kind of made it to where it's a release at my own choice, but the people that actually get the Sock Yarn Club will be the first ones to have access to specific colors, not every single colorway I make. And this one is Brody. This was also a club color, which will be releasing into the shop. And I am actually knitting a baby sweater out of it for my grandson, Brody, which is who is named after. And this is how Brody knits up. Just since I don't always show how my yarns knit up, this is how Brody knits up. I thought it does a pretty... The pooling is definitely is very interesting. I actually really enjoy knitting with it. So, that's Brody. And then, let's see, went through that. And then I have some ideas for things that I want to be able to put in the shop, but I have to get better at sewing first. As I eventually am going to be putting project bags and DPN cozies and notions pouches into the shop. I just don't know exactly when they're going to be available. Only because I have 3 quilts that I have to make first. So, and then I want to give everybody a nice look at Spring Nights, since I know Instagram pictures don't always do things justice. So this is my Spring Nights colorway, which is on Bling Sock only. If you want it on a different base, I can do it, but the sparkle was supposed to represent the stars. And this is what Spring Nights actually looks like. It's got blues, and it's got like dark blues and pinks, and just barely touches of pinks and purples, and super light blues, like almost like an aquamarine blue, and then the darker blue, and then the pinks are just barely there. They're really, really subtle, so they're not like super crazy pop-tastic pinks. They're just really subtle and mostly blended into the purple, so you can't really see it, especially in this skein. They don't really show up a whole lot, but you can tell they're there. They're just not there. They're really super subtle, which is what I was going for, because you can see it a little more in this spot of purple right there. You can see a bit of the pink. But that's what I was hoping to attain with that, was more of a subtle pink, and not, because it's a light pink anyways, so I didn't want it to be anything super crazy. But this is Spring Nights, and this is available right now in my shop. And this one, this is, what did I call this one? Granite, I think, or stone. I don't know, it's just a tonal gray or a semi-solid platinum gray, so it's just real light but neutral, and it's got darker, lighter spots, and you know what you get when you kettle dye things. But I like the look of it, and so I figured, you know, I would like it too. So I put it into the shop for you guys, so that's in there. It's available. And that's it. Everything else that is already in there is available still. Like I said, I'm working on releasing stitch marker sets that actually are the stitch markers, not the progress keepers. So they'll be in sets of 5, and depending on which ones they are, they will go anywhere between $12 and anywhere between $12 and $15. Like these ones, because they're more work, are $15. These ones are $10 because they're not as much work. And I just poured the resin where it was supposed to go. And then I have, but these will also be in singles as progress keepers. So, and these will not just yet. I will not have any of the domes as single progress keepers just yet. But hopefully soon I will, and I want to get some more things to be able to inlay into them, so that way I have different things in there for you guys, so it's not just the same stuff. And those aren't available as singles, I don't think, right now. Once I get different molds, maybe. I am going to make some of the bears in clay, and those will probably be, if I do it as a set, those will probably be about, I would say $9, only because it's clay. It's not as expensive as resin. Resin's more expensive to actually attain. But these little guys are super cute. Fun to play with. They're just solid resin with some glitter and makes them look cute. I think they're fun. And then the turtles, of course. But yeah, otherwise nothing really crazy's been going on. Just been busy with dyeing yarn and getting stuff done, helping around with the truck and getting some quilts going and ordering fabric like a mad person. And hopefully I'll be able to get some sewn items into my shop soon, and before that I'll be able to show them off and maybe do a YouTube giveaway. I just had an Instagram giveaway, and a lucky winner won a skein of Spring Nights, and she absolutely loved it, which I always like it when people tell me that they love what they get. It makes me, as a yarn dyer, extremely happy to see somebody, oh, I really love it. It looks even better in person. That makes me so much happier with the product, because sometimes when I dye stuff, I don't always feel like it's like that's really good or really pretty or whatever. Sometimes I just feel kind of like it's like blah. But when I have somebody that has received it say, oh, it's really pretty, I really like it, it makes me a lot happier, because it makes me feel a lot better about the quality that I'm putting out for everybody. Anyways, I know this is a lot of shop talk, and I haven't been on for a while, but sorry, I don't have a lot of faux at all, because I haven't been knitting that much. I've been doing a lot of sewing, and I will be able to show you the quilts when they're done. I'll have them done one at a time. The one I'm working on right now is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle quilt for my nephew, and it's in the works. I already have the backing, and I'm doing a quilt as you go method with it, so I'm putting the squares on the batting already, so it'll be much easier to get the backing on and then put the binding on. So when that's done, I will show that as something that, you know, you guys might want to see. And then once I finish off these sleeves, I will get this done. And I always do this. I don't know how I always wind up with the sleeve hole, with a hole in one of my sleeves. Always. Always, always, always. And it really irritates me very much so. But excuse me. Anyways, with that, I hope everybody has had a great couple of weeks. Hopefully I will be able to podcast again within the next couple of weeks with a finished quilt. That'll be exciting. And then I can actually be able to show you what the next quilt is going to look like or at least the fabrics I'm going to use in it. And maybe the sweater will be finished, hopefully. And maybe I'll be on to another knitting project that there's a few that I really want to knit. So, and I had quite a bit of stash enhancements, but not with yarn. I got a set of the Lika needles, which I really, really like, and I really want to use them, but I had to get these here. I got these Knitter's Prides just specifically for the sweater. And I really like working with these. These are the Rainbow Woods, and they're really nice to work with. I like wooden needles just because the yarn doesn't slip off of them, and it makes my life easy. So when I am knitting like socks and stuff, I don't start, losing everything everywhere. I'm still working on my Find Your Fade. It's kind of stagnant right now. It hasn't really been worked on very much, only because I've been really busy with everything else. And then we had, sadly, we had a funeral we had to go to, and, just a lot of life outside of crafting stuff that's been going on. But I got some resin poured for some stitch markers and progress keepers, so those will be going into the shop. My next update should be on I want to say on the between the 19th and the 20th. I usually post it on Instagram when I have a shop update, so keep your eyes open for that. I will put my shop link down below. And sorry about all the shop babble, but that's all I really have to share right now, except for a half object because I'm on the sleeve, so it's halfway done. But that's all I really have to share at the moment. I'm still working on my pattern for the cowl that I'm designing, and I should be able to start the lace repeats really soon. I'm right at the point where I think I'm going to start the lace repeats, but I had broke my gauge measure, so I had to order a new one, so I had to wait for that to come in the mail. So yeah. Anyways, hope you guys have a great week. I hope to see you again soon, at least within the next couple weeks. Hopefully by the beginning of next month, I'll be able to show you a finished quilt, which I'm really excited for. And it's my very first one, so don't be too hard on me. But other than that, I hope you guys swing by the shop and see what we have going on. There should be some stuff, kind of popping in here and there. And again, hope to see you soon. Bye.